Suck it now. Dun, dun, dun. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Shelley with the show, live, local, topical, and relevant, and we have a lot of fun on the Shelley Winter Show. And a lot of people complain about my singing. I think of the emails that we get that are complaining emails that management gets, that we get here on the Shelley Winter Show, the vast majority of them say stop singing. Can you tell Shelley to stop singing?
I would agree with that.
Yeah, that's the vast number of complaints that we get. Not about, sometime when I criticize the president, that we don't get many of those. We don't get many of when I criticize Democrats, when I just criticize the legacy African-American movement and stuff. We don't get a lot of emails about that. We get most of the emails of complaints that we get to the Shelley Winter Show are all pretty much say, can you tell them to stop singing? And the reason why I don't stop singing is because I can't. I love to sing. I love music. So I apologize that it hurts your ears, but it's something I've got to do. It's like air. I've got to breathe. I've got to sing. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's go to Mary. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Shelley, I'm so glad to talk to you.
I'm glad to talk to you too, my sister.
I wanted to tell you I was in LJ, Georgia this weekend on my second annual girls trip with my daughters.
All right. How many daughters? Two?
I have two.
And you guys go to LJ every year annually?
No. We go to different places.
Gotcha. Understood. Okay.
Yeah. So we were at the rooftop restaurant in LJ, and we were coming out, and I looked around, and there was Vernon Jones. And my daughters didn't really know who he was, and he, was politicking, and he said he was, and he had his little entourage. And the first thing I asked him, I said, "Are you a Democrat?" Because the last time I knew him, back in the day, he was a Democrat. And he said, "No, I'm a conservative." And I said, "Well, can I have my picture made with you?" And he said, "Sure."
Uh-huh.
And I would love to send it to you, send the picture of me and Vernon Jones.
Okay. Are you and you're going to send it to me? Mary, I just want to ask this question. I'm just curious. Why do you want to send me the picture of you and Vernon Jones?
Well, I just thought you might like to see it.
Okay, you can send it to me. My email is Shelley, Shelley, dot Winter, WYNTER at CMG.com, CharlieMaryGeorge.com.
Okay. I just thought you might like to see it.
I would. I really, I know what Vernon looks like. I'm just curious to see how beautiful you are, Mary.
Oh, well, thank you very much. And I listen to you whenever I can, and I really love you.
Thank you. I love you, too, and I appreciate you listening. And happy holidays, and tell your daughters God bless them. They have a great mom.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What a kind call. What a kind call. Man, I am such a flirt. I gotta be honest with you, Magic Mike. I'm good. You see how quickly I came up with that?
Granted, that was pretty good.
That was player right there.
That was
player right there.
That was okay.
That was
pretty
years
good.
of experience of dealing with the opposite sex.
It was okay. Now you want to talk about some player stuff. What about this tailgate you got going on? Because I feel like it might be some, it might be some opportunities to be a real player out that way.
Well, let me tell you, our tailgate is taking off. So first of all, shout out to my good dude, Mark Roundtree of Landmark Communications. So we did this 2 years ago when Georgia played Alabama. Came up with the idea at the last minute, and it was beautiful. We had a bunch of people out there. A lot of people went into the game. We watched the game out there. And so last year we did it. It was Texas and Georgia. And it wasn't as crowded because it was Texas. As a matter of fact, when we did it last year, one of the families that hung out with us the whole game was a Texas. They drove from Texas for the game. They didn't get tickets, so they tailgated, and they just happened to be near us. So we welcomed them in, gave them food. They drank with us, and the whole family. We had a great time. So this year, when Georgia was in it, we said, okay, let's see who they're playing. And we knew when we found out they're playing Alabama, Mark and I started organizing the tailgate for this Saturday. And we've got a huge host committee. I'll tell you some of the people on the host committee, Magic Mike. On the host committee, we have, hold on one second, let me get to my flyer here. But on our host committee, obviously, we've got, man, what am I doing here? Oh, man, hold on one second. Everybody bear with me. Okay, here we go. On our host committee, we've got myself, Burt Jones, Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, AMAC Advisors. AMAC is a host committee member. Kelvin and Janelle King on our host committee. They'll be out there. State Rep Matt Reeves, Jason Shepard, former Cobb County Chairman of the GOP. Bill Crane, that comes on the show, is on the host committee. Mark Roundtree, of course, who I mentioned, he and I are the organizers. Mark Williams, Printing Trade Company. He does all my flyers. He does flyers for a lot of people. He has a printing company up in Gwinnett County. Good dude. I've known him for many years. He's a good dude. State Senator Sean Still. Sean Still went to Alabama, and so he's an Alabama fan. RNC committeeman Jason Thompson and his lovely wife Julianne Thompson. By the way, shout out to them. They're celebrating 30th wedding anniversary. And let me tell you, you talk about a man who outkicked his coverage. Jason Thompson outkicked his coverage. But shout out to them, 30 years of being married. Kenyatta Mitchell is a very dear friend, new friend. She's with Roll Call Local Decisions. LLC is a lobbyist firm, and she's a lobbyist. She's going to be out there. She's on the host committee. And then my good friend Fritz Engelman of Classic Bus Sales. Added to that host committee, my good friend, young African-American conservative, Terry Fye. He's a councilman out in Stonecrest. He's going to be on a host committee. And we've got some others that we haven't added to the list yet. And so it's going to be a good time. We're going to be in 432 Beckwith Court, and that's lot 432. The address, if you go to my Facebook page, Shelley, SHELLEY, WYNTER, go to my Facebook page. I'm posting a flyer every day. But we're going to have food. Getting the food from Ray's Southern Foods, Daniel from Ray's and Southern Food. They're going to have barbecue, pulled pork, pulled chicken, barbecue, coleslaw, baked beans, clam chowder, salmon, not clam chowder, salmon chowder. So we're going to have good food. Scofflaw beer, plenty of Scofflaw beer. They sponsor the beer all the time, every year. So we got Scofflaw beer. We also have another beer company, Conservative Dads, Right Side Beer is going to be out there as well. Got a tequila company, gave us a case of tequila. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but we're going to have some tequila out there. And so it's going to be a good time. I'll have my speaker out there with my Bluetooth, so I'll be playing all the good music you hear on the bumpers every night on the Shelley Winter Show. And it's just going to be a good crowd of folks. Everybody is invited. If you get down there, you don't have to bring anything. You don't have to buy anything. It's all free and until it runs out, quite honestly. But we'll be down at 432 Beckwith Court, and our lot is lot 432. I found out today, Russell Management, shout out to Russell. Russell Management is Herman Russell's company. They have a management company, right? But they have a lot management, parking lot management. So they manage all the lots downtown now. And I've been talking to him, and they manage that lot. And so they look out for us when we come, because I've known those guys for a long time. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have I think it's a 65-inch screen TV watching a game on, because most of us are not going to the game. You know, the prices of this game is crazy. Someone sent me a text saying, hey, I have tickets, lower level, 15-yard line, $700 a piece. And they sent the text to say, this is a deal. It is a deal. And it is a deal. But they're sending the text to us saying, hey, if you know anybody, I have these tickets. And I'm thinking to myself, that's not a deal for me. You know what I'm saying? That's not a deal for me. So we're most of the people that are coming to the tailgate will be watching the game at the tailgate. We have a huge TV generator. Going to have some heaters that we're renting from Home Depot, so it'll be nice. It won't be warm per se, but it'll be you'll be warmer than if you're just standing out in the elements. So we're going to have a great time. So follow me on Facebook, SHELLEYWYNTER, and the flyers there. Everybody's welcome. This is not something where you have to you're invited. I just invited all of you, so come on down. And if you this is what I tell people for events like this: two rules. One, bring your own chair to sit in. It's a tailgate. We don't have chairs. I have a couple chairs, and they're gonna be for AMAC and myself. And so when you come to a tailgate, make sure you have a chair in your trunk and take it out. So you are guaranteed a place to sit. Okay. That's the first rule of a tailgate. The second rule of a tailgate is this. If you drink, let's say, I don't know, Angel Eyes bourbon, or name a drink, Tito's vodka, or you drink, you have a drink, you drink champagne. Let's say you only drink champagne and you're coming to a tailgate, particularly this tailgate. Bring your champagne and be prepared to share, but bring your champagne. That way it's there. We did a tailgate 2 years ago. A lady went to the cooler, fished through the cooler, and then stood up and turned to us and said, "Do you guys have champagne?" And I was like, you know what? We have water, and we have soda, and we have beer, and we have a full bar over there. But champagne is not something you're going to find at a tailgate unless you bring it. So this is what I tell people, the two rules of a tailgate. Bring your own chair, and if you have a specific drink that you have to drink, like I can go someplace and drink what's there. But there are some people who have to drink their drink. Say you're a rum drinker. Bring your own rum. Just be prepared to share. So those are the rules. That's it. Other than that, we hope to see you on Saturday. The host committee and myself and Mark Roundtree and the full host committee hope to see you on Saturday for the tailgate. The Shelley Winter Show. It's not the Shelley Winter Show. It's just Shelley and Mark Roundtree having a tailgate. We'll be right back. I want to close out the show with an interesting story. We'll be right back. Shelley Winter Show.